Hey guys, Delmar here and welcome back to episode 14 of Storytime. Today we're going to be talking about my trip to K1 Speed in Littleton, Colorado. Recently, a few weeks ago, it was my 15th birthday. Since the NASCAR store in Loveland closed in September last year, I wanted to go-karting. One problem, I wanted to do it at Boondocks. My dad, he decides to change it last minute, day of, and tell me we were going to K1 Speed. K1 Speed. It's a go-kart place and that's across America that's got a bunch of racing crap plastered all over the place. The nearest one in Colorado is in Littleton. I looked at how crazy the track was, and some of the turns are switchback turns. These cars will be used to represent me and my dad racing. My dad will be the 4 in the first race, I will be the 88, and then we will switch for the second race. So I looked at the track design and I was like, fuck Boondocks, we're going to K1. One problem. Driving from our quaint home in Brighton, Colorado to Littleton, Colorado takes forever. We got in the car, got something to drink, I got some Mountain Dew, and wasted about a good hour and a half of my time driving from frickin' Brighton, Colorado all the way to where K1 Speed was located. Ladies and gentlemen, cue the traveling montage. If it'll load.
Actions speak louder. Something will show you through small things.
As we were driving, we were cruising along through the highway.
Hey, nice game today. Oh, thanks. Juicy fruit?
Seeing
Sure,
DIA from a distance was actually pretty damn cool. By the way, this break is sponsored by Juicy Fruit Chewing
Juicy
Gum.
fruit. So sweet you can't help but chew.
So sweet, you can't help but chew. Here's the traveling montage. Yeah. Give you everything. I got these leaders. Wake up where you are. Let's just say, seeing DIA from a distance on Highway 7, seeing the planes depart and arrive in the airport was pretty cool. Like you do. Be complete. After two hours of driving through Kingdom Come, so basically driving through the lower part of Denver, not the Compton part of Denver, if you will, but it was the pretty lower part of Denver. Ow. Ugh. We finally arrived near the complex building. It was two buildings, and we thought it was the first exit we turned. So we turned around. And started parking. Thinking, shit, this isn't the right place. Dad, turn around. When we turned around, we saw a lot of people, 3 pods of people sweating their asses off at CrossFit though. After getting back on the highway and turning at the second stoplight, we saw where the building was located. When we parked and got out of our cars, I walked up to the massive building that lay before us. I opened the door, walked in, and I was immediately raped by the racing decorations in the building. My dad set up our licenses and got our our K1 Speed T-shirts, while I walked around and tried not to orgasm at the sheer motorsports awesomeness that was before me. I am a motorsports nut. That was just the waiting room. The track was another story. The walls were cheap guardrails. Trust me, they will come into play later. Basically, the track was a mini road course, and on the outside of the track, they had Dale Jr.'s 2012 Mountain Dew car. The real, legit thing. Not a show car. The real thing. The walls in the room at the track had Indy cars from 2013 in California. At this point, I was about to come from major racing awesomeness. The lobby had an old Champ car from the 1980s. My mom knew I was sold at this place. I walked in, and there was a man that gave us our rules. We then got our helmets on and our face socks on. Shit gets real when you put face socks on, let me just say that right now. 2 carts were set up at pit out. These cars come into play now. My dad was on the left side, seeing he's got a lot more experience at racing than I do. The only experience I have is racing on ovals on NASCAR games, ironically. I took the right cart. They assigned our numbers. The seats, my friend, the seats in the carts when I sat down, they were low to the ground. They were like almost touching the track low. They were pretty low. They were like damn low riders. So the guy opened the gates and they let us out slowly. A gentleman's agreement I made is I let my dad go first. So I want to give himself as much room as possible so I can figure out how the car can work. I was nervous as fuck. I also found out I sucked at road courses. They're fun to drive on the NASCAR video games. I have beast on them. But they're video games. This is the real thing. I cruised around for a lap and found my line. Hitting the brakes in the corners, and I was gassing it in the straightaways and hitting the brakes in the corners. I found out I sucked at road courses on go-karts. I cruised around for a lap and found my line. My dad, however, got out of the gate and took off. I'm like, damn, old man. Back at it again with taking off. Considering the music played was trash, I made my own music. The first race, I attempted to recite lyrics to Linkin Park's Numb with Jay-Z. It was like my own in-race radio.
Thank you. You're far too kind.
I was going to be cool. Can get okay? Do you want more? Can't roll with the Brooklyn boys. Last time we need y'all to roll. Basically gassing it and sliding it too. I was getting into it because I'm sorry, when I'm racing or doing something that involves competition, I don't want to listen to pop stars. I want to listen to something like this. This is real music. It actually worked for a while. I was cruising. My dad caught me, so I got the fuck out of the way. There was one corner where it was the start finish line, then a sharp left, right, and a slight jog to the right, and then a left, and then another left, and then a carousel type turn. I took the corner way too hot. What racers do is I tried steering out of it, but there wasn't much time for me to do so. I drove into the wall hard enough that you could hear a gunshot. It was like a gunshot in the room. I hit. It was a bang. My dad was on the other side of the track. I came off the wall and slowly came to a stop. Went, oh shit! I hit fucking hard. Alright, let's check if everything's okay. Because when I hit, the belts did something and jacked my shoulder up a little bit. And it hurt. I was scared thinking, fuck, I broke my arm. I don't want to spend my birthday at the hospital jacking up my arm. So I did the racer piece check. I checked the wall. It was intact, if I was to guess, even though I tried to drive in the wall at 40 miles an hour. I checked the cartridge, and surprisingly, it was intact, even though I may have tried to demolish the right front. But the most important part was if I was okay. There was another guy to do that. He sucked at his job. I jacked the hell out of my arm. And he's like, don't do that again, dude. After he checked if he thought I was alright. He's not that much of a dick. He started the carts up again. I was scared I was going to hit the wall, so I hit the brakes at every corner and got out of my dad's way. If my dad came up behind me, I got the fuck out of the way. After the end of the first race, I got lapped first 4 times. At the end of the first race, I got lapped 4 times, but I didn't care. I got out and walked around. I then walked into the main lobby and started stretching my arm out. Worst mistake number 1. I then got the timesheet and thought, alright, we can blow these out of the water. I got into our new car. Remember, this time my dad will be the 88 and I will be the 4. This time, my dad let me behind the first race. I was just trying to get out of there. I led briefly till Mr. Racing Man flew by me. I tried to block and got hit in the ass in the corner. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Again, knowing how much dicks the guys running the race were, if I tried anything, I would have been ejected. So again, the second race was like that South Park episode with Stan attempting to challenge a douchebag skier. The skier would be spanking everyone, and Stan, metaphorically me, would be slow as fuck. As I got more comfortable, I started using more gas. I started drifting in the corners and letting the cart slide. Worst mistake number 2. I spun about 4 times in that second race. After about the fifth time, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm done. After about the fifth time, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm done. I just need to finish this race. After reciting the lyrics to one of my favorite Waka Flocka songs of all time, the race was over. I started. After reciting lyrics to the second race, I actually was racing my dad a little bit for one of my laps, believe it or not. I was saying this as I was riding by him. He's like, he really lapped me. Lapped me in the corner. Basically, I off to a good lead, hit the brakes, he was coming, gets me right here, probably got a little foot back here. I get him like, yo, fuck man. I started, so after finishing the race, I'm cruising around, spinning out like 5 times. After about the 6th time, I'm just like, there was one time where I spun, my dad was coming, I'm thinking, shit, I gotta go, come on, there's no reverse. I was stuck on the curbing, on the wall that was like stuck out, where it was like a really tight ass corner. I'm like, come on, damn it, there's no reverse. Alright, turn it, yes, smash that shit. So, I got lapped 3 times in that race. It was an improvement, but I was still fucking nervous. I got spanked by a 48-year-old man. I guess simulation racing doesn't apply to the track. Unless you're somebody like Danny Hamlin, or Brad Keselowski, or Dale Jr. So after, when the race ended, the guy running it slowed us down. I tried doing my helmet while I was driving. I didn't bring gloves, so my hands were like a friggin' wheel mark from squeezing the wheel for about a week. So I stopped, got out, and realized, damn, race car drivers get beat around in there. Shit. Well, those of you who watch Sports Science on ESPN, and watch the episode with Denny Hamlin, that's what racing in the NASCAR race car is like. I took our helmets and had socks off. We're like, shit, I gotta grab my stuff. So I went in, they let us in. But I think they were heckling me down my back as I left as I grabbed my wallet and stage and my phone. I'm like, wow, you're dicks, aren't you? So, my experience with K1 Speed, pretty fun, but when I hear it's crap, I don't think, one, I really don't want to spend my birthday in a Denver hospital where half the workers there are probably going to be vaping like crazy. 2, I have no idea what I'm going to explain to my friends on Monday, and how I ended up in a cast from hitting a wall at 40 miles an hour in a go-kart. Yeah. So, that was my summer of experience K1 Speed. And now it's that time of the episode of Storytime. Sign off music. The winner from a random Snapchat poll I made for ending music to the newest Storytime episode is Waka Flocka Flame and Good Charlotte and Game On from Pixels.
Is your car trying to tell you something? Get your vehicle
Well, in the meantime,
and looking great with O'Reilly
this is going to be
Car
presented by
Wash.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you can't take your irreverent white boy dancing, shut this video off now. Game on. Top 1-0 done. Game on. So to sign off tonight, like this video if you enjoyed, comment on this video, share this video across any social network. There will be a new thing I'm going to try is 15-second video previews on Snapchat. Every new video I make, Snapchat followers get to see it first. Tell your friends about this video. I just realized we're 18 subscribers away from reaching 100. Let's get there. Click that subscribe button, only takes a half a second of your time. Have a great night, boys.